Hi all, this is Susan Gerbic, and we're going to talk about creating a user page. Now, on the Guerrilla Skepticism on Wikipedia team, we like to edit offline. I know that sounds strange. Um, we're not talking about using a Word document or something like that. We just like to edit when we're doing a major rewrite or a major page creation. We like to do this in a space where people aren't watching us do this. And it's kind of fun to do it that way because you'll all of a sudden you'll have a rewritten page and it'll just appear. And other editors on Wikipedia or readers of Wikipedia will be surprised, and it's kind of fun. We could make a lot of noise and get everybody excited about this brand new page that was created. Another reason we like to create a page offline is because we like to nominate pages for the Did You Know, which is the front page of Wikipedia. And you'll see it's this little area that comes up here and has a lot of different Did You Knows. And that gives a lot of publicity to the page. Now, a Did You Know in English, at least, you have to, the only way you can get it on the front page of the Wikipedia is if the page has been um, launched less than 5 days. So we don't want you creating a Wikipedia page in real time so people can watch you edit and make comments and start interfering and so on whenever, and then you would lose the ability to be able to put it on a Did You Know. So for several reasons, we really like it to be done offline. So I'm going to show you how to create a user page. What we're going to do today is we're going to pretend that we're going to create a page. I'm not going to actually create it, but this is the Wikipedia page for Michael Shermer in English. And you can see over here on the left-hand side all the pages that he has in all these different languages. Now, if I was to sit here and click on them, you would find out that they're not in as good a shape as the English page. So let's take the German page. I have it here for you. And you can see that it's a lot shorter. There's no info box. There's no real lead. Lots of problems with the Wikipedia page in English, in German. Now this is not bad. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be embarrassed by having this because this is better than a lot of Wikipedia pages in any language, but we're going to improve it. So to do this, I'm going to go back to English. In the search bar, I'm going to put user colon S. Gerbic, which is my name on Wikipedia, / Michael Shermer. I'm going to put Mike Shermer because I don't want it to compete with another page I've created before. So it's going to say there's no such page as the Mike Shermer page. Would you like to create it, or would you like to look for it, or whatever? So I'm going to start the Mike Shermer page, and it's just a blank page. So I'm also going to go over to the German page now. Now, almost always everything in every language is the same as far as where the boxes are. So I'm going to click on this word that says Bearbeiten, and I bet you that means edit. And there it is. And this is the edit screen for the Michael Shermer page in German. So I'm going to hit select all, and then I'm going to copy the, oops, I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to copy the page, and then I'm going to go back to the English page. I'm going to paste in the German page. Okay, very good. So I know it looks really difficult, but it's so simple to do. So there is the edit for the German page. Now I'm going to hit click preview, show preview, just so you can see my work as I'm going along. And you see here it says creating users, S. Gerbic, Mike Shermer, and the preview of the page. And all these red lines mean that the hyperlinks aren't working to the German page. English, German, vice versa. Okay. Then I'm going to go over to this Wikipedia page that I have been working on for Barry Carr. And on this one, it says, this is not a Wikipedia article. It's an individual user's work in progress page. It may be incomplete or unreliable. It also says this page has been removed from search engine indexes. This page has been removed. And so it's a way of saying to people who may stumble across our Wikipedia page that we have that we're working on, and they can still find it. You can find the Wikipedia page. There's various ways of doing it. It's just generally not going to be easy to find. I'm going to hit edit source, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to copy where it says user draft, June 2011. And then it says no index visible, yes. This page has been removed from search engines. I'm going to copy that code and I'm going to go to my German, my Mike Shermer page. Remember, I haven't saved this. This is just something that I'm playing around with. And I'm going to go to the top of the page. Here we go. The top, and I'm going to paste in that little warning saying we're working on this darn thing. Okay, the next thing I might want to do, now you can do this many different ways. If you're translating a Wikipedia page from English into another language, or from another language into English, or whatever it is that you're doing, you may want to, it might be easier for you to work on it all on the same page. It might be a lot simpler. So what you might want to do is take the English Wikipedia page. I have it here somewhere. You might take the English Wikipedia page and misspelled it, but that's okay. It found it anyway. And I'm going to copy, go to Edit Source, and I'm going to copy let's copy the lead. That's the first paragraphs or so of the English page. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go over here to the German page and I'm going to paste it right here, just for fun. Now I've done an awful lot. Let's look at this preview and see what we think of this darn thing. Here we are. We have a Wikipedia page for Mike Shermer, so I can easily tell the difference between the two pages. It's giving a little bit of a warning saying that this page is a user page. In other words, don't mess with it. I'm working on it, okay? And then also it says this page has been removed from the search engines. And then here you're going to see some writing in English. This is all English right here. And this is German. So it might make it simpler for me to open up the page when I'm ready to start translating, and then I can just straight translate from English to German, or German to English, or whatever it is that I'm creating. And then since all the text is on the same page, it's just simpler. You don't have to go back and forth. And then you'll see that I would probably do the same thing and translate it down there. So everybody does it a little bit differently, but this might be a pretty easy way of doing it, have it all in one place. Because remember, this is your user page. This is something you created, so this does not have to be perfect. You can write notes in here. You can say, let me get down here to the edit. You might want to say something like, need to translate this, check with George, whoever that is, I'm making it up, on grammar. And it's just notes to yourself. This is your page to play around with so that you've got it all there. And see how I've written there, need to translate this, check with George on grammar. So this is just a place to make your notes to yourself because this is not a real page. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Now I'm going to get rid of this because I don't really want to, this is not a page I'm going to really work on. But what I do want to show you is I want you to go back to the Michael Shermer page. And before you start translating and trying to get a major work on a page, what I'd like you to do is go to the talk page for the page you're about to work on. And you're going to go into new section, and you're going to type in here that I'm going to be working on this page. I'm going to be translating it. And if you have any questions or if you have anything you'd like to add, please leave it here on the talk page so that I can, and I can incorporate it into the article. It's probably going to take me a week, a month, a year, whatever it is that it's going to take you. And what you're going to do is by doing that, it's polite. And it's also a way of telling the other Wikipedia editors, I've got dibs on this. And if there is somebody who has a problem with the page, they're going to come out of the woodwork and they're going to say, hey, wait, what are you doing? No, this is my page. I'm working on it. And they'll give you a heads up if you're about to have some kind of editing problem with some other editor. Usually it doesn't happen because the pages we're working on to recreate are probably pages that have been abandoned. So anyway, have a great time, and I'll see you on Wikipedia.